Okay, if you want an easy strategy in the market, this is one way to look at it. So what I've done is I've went back and I've charted the short interest settlement window dates that are provided by FINRA ahead of time. To find these, you just go to finra.com or just go to Google and type in FINRA short interest reporting, and this schedule will come up. Now, they have last year's schedule on here as well. So what I did is I put a line vertically for the settlement date and the due date. Now, the reason why there's two dates is because if you see this little one here, that's a super note, and that is telling you basically that if we scroll down, we'll actually read the note right here, all reference times are reflected as Eastern time. Actually, that's not what I thought. But anyways, there's actually 2 business days allowed. Yeah, right here. All short interest positions must be reported by 6 p.m. Eastern Time on the second business day after the reporting settlement date designated. So that's all it is. You have a settlement date and then a due date that is within 2 business days after the settlement date. So you're measuring this date and this date. That is one window. This is another window. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20, 24 settlement windows in a year. And I've charted all of them so that you can see just how ridiculous it is if you just go long on short interest reporting dates between these 2 dates here. We're going to go look and see if you would have made money. So starting from January 15th, would have bought here, sold here. I mean, that's easy profit. Bought here, sold here. This is the second window of 2021. Profit. Here would have been a little bit more difficult, but profit. Here, although red candles, still definitely profit because you are cycling up. But you get the point. It's almost as if short settlement window. Just go ahead and go long. Not financial advice, of course, but paper trade it if you have to. But for fuck's sake. Now these here, despite there being a downtrend, notice the candle type. Let me unlock this real quick. Notice the candle type. It hit a low of right here and then retraced all the way up here. That's profit. It provides an opportunity. Same for this candle here. That is a big, big dip and a big recovery. Opportunity for profit. That's what you're looking for. Same with these here. Actually, I think this one was mistakenly marked green. That one should be red. So far we've had one red one where you probably wouldn't have been able to make any profit going long. But yeah, you just chart this stuff out and then you look at it, and the majority of the time it hits. And when it doesn't, following thereafter, you have a nice run because it doesn't hit here, but boom, you have a nice run afterwards. Doesn't hit here, but boom, you have a nice run, definitely, literally right afterwards. So just another way of looking at it, but definitely something of interest here. That's the wrong day. This needs to be one more over. There we go. But yeah, I mean, you see it even on the downtrend. Like, so last year's in September around this time, we started trending down, and even during that downtrend, the one green candle here happens to be the short interest settlement day, one of them. And then even after this one doesn't hit in the middle of the downtrend, you still have an immediate reversal, gap down and fill. I mean, we got to look into this a little bit more. I'm going to start trading off of this because look at the overall success rate. It is fantastic. If you do the math, let's see, there's 24 per year, right? That means there's 48 here, 48 lines that we measured. No, I'm sorry, there should be 80 or 96 lines total. Yeah, there should be 96 lines total. How many are red? I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of 96. And granted, on those red ones, we know that a run follows afterwards. Because look, here, red line, but boom, run right after. Red line, run directly after. Red line, run after. But that's the beginning of the settlement window. This is the only one where we had a few days, and same here. It's like we had a few days before we saw any kind of a rebound. But I mean, still, if you just buy a couple, few weeks outdated calls, you're good. And the majority of the time. And a lot of this has to do with the repo and a lot of other things going on. Like if you short interest any stock or look at the short volume, most of it's shorted 50%. And this plays into it. And by the way, as far as the SPY, do you see what they're doing? Right here during this time is literally in between what? The two settlement windows. And you see gaps down into the settlement window, and then what do you know? 2 green candles into a recovery, into another settlement window, and then we have our 4-week smile run. Boom, 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 boom. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 settlement windows back to back, just constant uptrend. And then now we're downtrending, just so happens to be in the middle of a fucking short settlement window. So come on, man, let's go. And the next one, by the way, is let's take a look here. It's on Wednesday, and it ends on Friday. So let's go, Brandon. Short settlement window. Great chance of victory.